This video is about a journey that Paul and I made on the Great Central Railway, which is a preserved line maintained by a voluntary group of railway enthusiasts. The railway line is from Loughborough to Leicester. We started from Loughborough, which has a fair-sized station with well-kept buildings and platforms. Also at Loughborough are workshops where the locomotives are rebuilt and maintained. This fine locomotive was not in the workshop for attention. It was on loan from the National Railway Museum in York. From time to time the museum loans out special locomotives. This one was once on regular service on the Southern Railway, and the Great Central Railway was pleased to show it to visitors to admire. And here it is at Leicester North, getting ready to take coaches back to Rothley. Here is that train approaching Rothley Station. It's quite interesting to note that the engine driver finally brings the train to a stop with the last coach exactly in line with the end of the platform. Just like that. Rothley Station is rather unique. It has been maintained in the atmosphere of a bygone age in which it was built. This is the original waiting room, complete with its large aspidistra plant on the table. They were very common plants in Victorian times. And here in the corner is a log fire. It must have kept this small room very, very warm in winter time. These travel trunks seen here were commonly used in bygone days, especially at holiday times. Folks would have them filled with clothing and whatever, and then have them collected from their homes and taken to the station to be delivered to their holiday destination. What a carry-on! These old-time gas lamps are still in working order. The chain was pulled down to allow a supply of gas to flow over a pilot light that was kept burning. This would ignite the mantles inside the lamp to give quite a bright light. This staircase is the entrance to the station from road level above down to the platform. Leaving Rothley, the train continues for about 5 miles to Leicester North, which is the terminus on this line. The station is quite small, as you can see, compared with Rothley and Loughborough. Before returning to Rothley and Loughborough, the locomotive is disconnected from the coaches and reversed back. It continues reversing as far as the bridge there, and then it will be brought forward on this near side track to be connected to the coaches.
Don't go any further forward than that. Stand still. Stand behind the white line.
That fella standing there will move levers to change the points and bring it onto this near side track. Moves 1, 2, 3,
That's what I'm doing
4.
now.
He will then cross over the track and start to walk in front of the locomotive. He'll walk for about 100 yards before he reaches the coaches to be connected. He will then turn and give hand signals to the driver, like this. When the locomotive is almost touching the coaches, he'll give a down hand signal and up, a down and up, and that means the driver can stop the loco. Here it comes. Ready? Down, up, stop. Everything is now connected up and the train will be ready to depart. And away it goes. As the train steams back to Rothley, I would like to say that a lot of the filming was done by Paul, leaning out of the carriage window and facing the wind and getting coal smuts in his eyes from the engine. Not at all pleasant, but his filming was a much appreciated contribution to the making of this video. As the train approaches Rothley, you'll notice that here too they have workshop, but nothing on the scale of Loughborough.
That was quick.
Rothley is quite a handy station for visitors, as they can park their cars in the very large car park and then take a train ride either to Loughborough or Leicester. Also there are refreshments obtainable at quite a large cafe. Oh, and by the way, Rothley Station is officially listed as a haunted site. I wonder if a ghost train passes through. Ooh. Do you know? I think it did. This young fellow is one of the helpful volunteer porters. There's quite a nice floral display here. These folks look as they might be having refreshments. and these are waving goodbyes. So is this porter. Have a nice day. After leaving Rothley, the train passes by Quorn, which is more of a depot now for storing coaches and other rail stock. During the 1940s, the goods yard was extended to accommodate war traffic for a nearby army camp. Extra railway lines were laid down for the delivery of ammunition. Also, the United States Army 82nd Airborne Division were based in Quorn, and their equipment was stored in the goods yard, ready for D-Day. Nearby to Quorn is Swithlin Reservoir, where the train passes across. It's the home for wild birds and quite a pleasant area. As the train moves along at a leisurely pace, it's hard to imagine that 60 years ago, on this very same track, trains were speeding along at 70 to 80 miles an hour, from Sheffield through Loughborough and Leicester to London. And then Richard Beechin, chairman of British Rail, made a report for lines to be scrapped, which included the Great Central Railway. But a group of enthusiasts decided to recreate a section of the line from Loughborough to Leicester. And so the Great Central Railway continues. After passing under numerous bridges, the train approaches Loughborough Station. It's fairly busy here, and the station is well kept and very decorative with its colourful hanging baskets. The young fellow in the foreground, I think, is a trainee porter. He seems to be looking around and ready to be of help to anyone if he can. Moving onto another platform, I see that Thomas the Tank Engine has paid a visit, much to the delight of children and the interest of parents. It's surprising how popular Thomas has become since he was first introduced to children 50 years ago. He's well known in this country and worldwide too. He's not the only one who pays a visit. At Christmas time there's a Santa special with the man in red himself. Oh, that whistle means that Thomas is about to depart. And so Thomas leaves, and so must we. Goodbye.